Hello there. Let's talk for a few moments about misdiagnosed adult ADHD. I'm Tommy Underhill, and I am with the Littleton Couples Counseling practice. We do everything from individuals to folks in relationships, folks wanting to be in relationships, folks in open relationships, people with ADHD, adults with autism, individuals, families. We're partnered with Village Wellness Center, and we do a lot of good things together. Looking at adult ADHD and the misdiagnosis of it and the effects that it can have on people. Looking back that as we grow older and head towards the golden years, lifelong signs of adult undiagnosed ADHD can be mistaken for other issues. Dr. Kathleen Nadeau, in her book, Still Distracted After All These Years, addressed this concern. Unfortunately, you find this information in Chapter 4. And anybody who has adult ADHD, this is possibly a little bit too far into the book, and you may have decided to give it up and not stick with it. I was lucky. Many people with adult ADHD can find themselves behind on paying their bills. They've got more than enough money in the bank. They've got more than enough checks in the book. They've got more than enough time on their internet connection. They're still behind. Why? Many people with adult ADHD joke that they wouldn't find their hat if they left it on the top of their head. Let's not even mention car keys, cell phones, things like that. The common worry as we age and appear to forget is dementia or Alzheimer's. It's a terrifying diagnosis, one that my father's kind of leaning to, and also my wife's former mother-in-law is in the same boat. Those diagnoses can lead to a lot more stress, a lot more problems, and a lot more frustrations. Which kind of leads us to, is this forgetfulness? Is this dementia? Or is it something else? When I view these situations through the lens of adult ADHD, I see distraction, not forgetfulness. My wife has adult ADHD. Her memory is sharp as a tack. She puts personal objects down, and her mind is already onto the next object and the next activity. In the adult ADHD model of time management, where action falls into now and not now, they're two mutually existed and exclusive time zones. Her putting the phone down and her remembering where it is in the future, it's gone. No matter how often I suggest that she place her items in the same place every time, the not now time zone often wins. Adult ADHD can be a lonely place, as a large percentage of medical professionals don't even think that it exists. And that's tough. What do you do? Far too many mental health professionals have not received enough training on symptoms or providing support frameworks. Second strike. Most of society still continues to label us as lazy, out of control, uncaring. Strike 3. That's not who we are. Almost everything I've learned about adult ADHD has been gleaned from lectures on childhood and early adolescent ADHD. I've assembled a toolkit of framework supports from my own life and the lives of people around me. Let's jump back in the real world for a minute. We all see the real world consequences of adult ADHD, and they can be measured by the impacts of the personal, social, relationship, and financial credit parts of life. Some of us had dreams of becoming a lawyer or a doctor. We struggled in passing boards, and many of us have given up. Some of us have been overlooked for promotions because we can be tardy, disorganized, or incomplete in our work. The work we do is incredible. The way others see it is a failure. Some of us forget to pay bills, struggle with procrastination. Some of us have lived through too many conflicts with people close to us, which can lead to separation or divorce. It seems and feels like the world's just stacked against us. As an ADHD coach for adults, my clients work with a variety of struggles. One example is a real-world goal is to be on time for work to meet the last needed requirement for promotion at work. You know, after all, if you're not going to show up on time, we can't count on you. The simple act of being on time and proving you can be trusted can have a financial impact of $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 or more a year. not to mention the increased self-esteem that could come from the added benefits of the job. I've worked with executives where the financial payoff was multiple times of this because the requirements were so much greater. I worked with people where the goal was to show their partner they cared and loved them. How do you remember an anniversary? Yeah, I kind of fit into that one. You don't need to have a formal diagnosis of adult ADHD or even childhood ADHD to work with me. As an adult ADHD coach, I take over where the system's falling apart. I support people with forgetfulness, procrastination, or frustration struggles. I help provide frameworks to people who struggle with things that feel like adult ADHD. You don't have to formally have it to have the effects of it. If any of this sounds like you, give us a call. Let's chat about how adult ADHD coaching might help you and see if we can get everything back on your life in a track that you want to have. Look forward to it.